What is up, everyone? This is Jonathan here, and this is a news update for the new console game for NASCAR 21 from Motorsports Games. Now, we haven't had a lot of information at this point in time when it comes to the game itself. We didn't know what engine it was running on, what physics. Really, we had some rumors, but nothing concrete information. As you can see on the screen, here are some screenshots from the game, and also there was an article from IGN. If you go to on Twitter and go to NASCAR Heat, they'll have that article there as well. And basically, what it talked about, what engine it was going to be on, what physics that we're going to use, and also just showing the graph or the pictures here on what it would be look like. So first, let's go to the what we see first here with the scoring pylon. I'm not sure what track that is. I'm thinking potentially that's Daytona, but I'm not 100% sure what track that is. Well, let's see if I can. 1 second here, guys. Okay, there we go. Moving on to the second picture. This is Homestead. Look at the lighting in the picture. I mean, looks like we could potentially have day to night transitions, not just like in Heat Series beforehand. Every stage they would change the I guess the setting of the sun in each stage, but this looks like this could be an actual transition from day to night at certain areas. The shadows look amazing. The sun glare you can see on the camera there, and the shadows. I mean, it just looks awesome. Great graphics. It will be used the Unreal Engine for the graphics, and physics will be run from R Factor 2. Sounds like I'm not really familiar with R Factor and what they use for physics, but people say that they use the best physics for simulation possible. So really good to see that. Hopefully it does pay off when we actually get the game, see what it can actually do for simulation. Like, obviously I don't think it ever be close to iRacing ever. Of course, iRacing uses this complete different kind of simulation style versus this. Maybe, who knows, maybe it might be even better. A little, but I wouldn't say a lot, but you never know. Consoles have a limitation versus what a computer can do. As you can see also here on this, let me zoom in a little bit more on that for you guys. And this is, I think it's JP McClure. I'm not sure what it is, who it is. 78 car, but you can see the front end of the Mustang, how detailed it is so awesome to see that. It's just wow. Now, of course, that is at Daytona. You can see there that they're shooting that from. Another angle from that view for his car, the sunset going through the car, the shadows. So definitely, to me, this tells me there is going to be day to night transition in this race. Because it would be kind of a weird angle for a race to be at, always having that sun at a weird angle. So I have a feeling this is going to have some pretty close to day to night transitions. So we'll have to see on that. Another angle of it is I think it's BJ McClure. I think it's his, who drives the 78 now. But one thing I want to show you, and I'll bring my mouse in. Look at all the details of the track. Look at the grooves in the track. Look how pristine the grooves look. I mean, that is so awesome. And of course, the light bounces off and reflects off the car. And I mean, this is going to look beautiful. And look, the curvature, the details of the car, how much angle, the fender flares. I mean, they have nailed that to a T for this graphic. I mean, Unreal Engine is probably the best engine out there, at least for console wise and things like that. So definitely, I'm excited to see what this can really look like once we finally get the game. I believe that is all the pictures I have. Yes, there was only 5 pictures they gave you, but definitely a looks awesome. And I know all I can say is that hopefully we get more details. They did say it'd be more in coming months that we'll get more details of the game. Also, one thing I want to say, paint booth will be in the game, 100%. And when they mean paint booth, they mean I think what they mean is a fully fleshed out paint booth, kind of like we had in, let me see, Inside Line, 08, 09 EA Sports style. I think they're talking about that kind of paint booth. And if it is, that'd be great. I'm not a person that customizes cars. I'm not good at painting stuff. But for people that love doing it, there you go. They finally listened, and they really want to make sure that they get what they can. Now, we do know this process wasn't a full year. Like, they just had 1 year to do this. They had a couple years of time. I think they took ownership of, I believe it was a couple years ago, they took ownership of 704 Games. And they, right then and there, they started working on their game. But what they did was they allowed 704 Games to make their final edition of NASCAR 5, basically make a profit. Basically, it was a copy and paste style with some upgrades, but nothing big. And basically, Motorsports Games took right over, and they went to work trying to get that kind of graphics that you would see is amazing. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see what they can do with the whole game. Hopefully we'll have a trailer here soon with and when I say trailer, a lot of companies like to make the trailers from the outside, third person style with all those, TV shots. And I want in-game actual trailer. I want them to show us parts of the game, paint booth, career mode. Not necessarily show the whole career mode, but just enough to where you get some details of it. Anything online, whatever, but show in-game stuff. What it would actually look like through our eyes, not through a TV perspective. So that will help us understand, hey, maybe a really good, maybe it's work. But the way they're portraying this, and I mean, they're selling this pretty good, I think. Even though it's been kind of hush-hush for a while, I have to say we are probably looking for one of the best sim console / PC gaming in a long time for NASCAR. I mean, besides iRacing, there's nothing really compared to it. Maybe Forza, but Forza's not really a NASCAR thing. They do all different kinds of cars. So, I mean, really, truly, this is going to be, for the first time, a fully fleshed, pure NASCAR sim racing game with career mode and all that extra stuff in it. So I'm really excited to see what they can do. And this is just the beginning. I guess I heard from Real Redmond there's another upgrade to Unreal Engine. I guess it's gonna be Unreal Engine 5 or something like that. And he's definitely. He's on top of that, so I have to believe that if that is a new engine and stuff coming out, obviously not for this game, but in future games, it can only get better, right? If they're that good and they're making even better of a graphics, who knows? Maybe in about 2 or 3 years, we can be running 8K gaming with Unreal Engine with NASCAR. I mean, granted. Obviously, nothing can really handle that unless, I know Xbox is working on that and PlayStation, but PCs, they just can't run 8K. They could barely run 4K. So, definitely would have to be a major upgrade to PC people. And a lot of people playing PC. Yeah, it's not, maybe not online per se, but people do use PC. That's probably what racing or what I would begin this game on is PC. If I want to do any kind of recording and things like that for the game, it'd have to be PC. But definitely am excited to see what happens here in the future for this console game. Really excited for it. So guys, that will do it for this one. Comment below what you're excited about for this game. And I will say that once this game does decide to release it, they're saying late September early October. There was still no release date yet, but where some information has come out through their basically the profiling of the I guess what you call it, stocks. They had to tell them when the game was to be released, and they said late third quarter or something, like early third quarter or something around there. So they said September to October or somewhere around there, or late September or early October, in that vicinity. So definitely go just look out for it. Hopefully within the next couple months they'll show a trailer, more pics, more details of the game, and go from there. So guys, thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe to this channel, you can. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. And I will see you in the next one.